From the great halls of their house, there are assembled three who hope to one day be the world's greatest driving heroes. Created from the cosmic legends of the universe comes our team captain, the Vision, Bill Fisher. Their soon-to-be Wonder Woman, Vicky Fisher. Our Captain Marvel and head flight trainee, Jennifer Skripchuk. And our Batman, the master of tools, gadgets, and all things mechanical, our mild-mannered soon-to-be billionaire, Alan Danvers. Their mission, to fight injustice, share what is right and wrong, to get you out of your house and come out racing with them, and serve all mankind. They are the Garage Heroes in Training Team. Dominating with Dawson.
Captain's Log Supplemental.
So, Miss Vicky.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember when we were watching those WRL events and some of those Grid Life events where you used to see the in-car video and it had like the cameras seeing front and back, but it also could see all the telemetry and everything that was going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, most of the ones that we liked were taken by the Sentinel system. Remember James came on our podcast earlier? Right. You know, we have no excuse since he lent us one for trial and demonstration purposes. We should actually probably put that in one of our cars. Maybe two.
I really think we should.
I think we should.
I know.
Because then we'd look like the immature endurance racing team that we are. Oh, wait, I mispronounced that, didn't I? Sorry, my bad. We could
so what does the Sentinel system do?
We could have 3 cameras with picture-in-picture. We could have, if we ever get the AIM system to work, open invitation to anybody from AIM to come on and give us a little bit of love. We need some help. And then we could have all our telemetry on there. And then we can have it streamed live into the paddock or around the world to our millions of fans. We're apparently very popular in Kenya right now. Don't know why, but that's fine. And it can integrate all the available race statistics from like Race Hero and everything. So we could actually see how we're doing on video. We wouldn't even have to carry around our phone anymore. Live.
I love it.
So there I was. I was looking at myself in the mirror. And I said to myself, Self, you need to go do some dominating with Dawson's because you don't have any more. So I called up Ben Dawson.
Yo.
Sir, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Since my convoluted intro didn't go anywhere and I had to bail on it, I pulled a ripcord on that bad boy. One of the things that I've noticed at the last race we were at was the differences that several people had with the way they had their mirrors positioned. That includes the center mirror and their 2 outside mirrors. There were some where I, being in the car behind them, hopefully passing them, or just having been passed by them, I know for a fact that that mirror does not show me in anything that their eyes are involved with. So that's probably not it. So let's talk about, just from the beginning, general mirror positioning for racing and maybe for roads. It's almost the same.
Yeah, we'll get into the detail a little bit later. The way I like to set it up for the racing and the road is a little bit different for me. But for racing, I like to have the side mirrors showing me what's on the sides, and I like to have the rear view mirror pointing straight back, catch as much as directly behind the car as I can. So it's sort of like a triptych that I'm hoping catches as much of the 180 that's sort of behind the eyeballs as I can reasonably catch. So that's sort of how I want to have them set up, where the side mirrors are mostly looking at the side, and I've got the center mirror position where the primary focus is straight at the back.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Do you do that for the street and the track, or do you do different?
For the street, I kind of narrow it down a little bit because I'm not trying to see necessarily across the whole road. Usually, what I'm doing on the street is making a lane change or something like that, kind of one lane at a time. So I kind of get a little bit lazy with my mirror placement because I'm not trying to catch as broad a scope. So I kind of keep it tightened in a little bit. So I'm seeing more of the side of the car with the side mirrors. And so like I said, it's just not as broad, not trying to catch as wide a spectrum.
Not as wide.
I'm not trying to sweep across 8 lanes of traffic like you might be trying to do if you're going from, Road Atlanta outside of turn one down to the apex of turn one. It's a pretty broad swath. You're going to shoot down across, and you want to make sure you're clear to make that move. Something like that. So
Sure.
I do have it a little more narrow for my street driving.
Miss Vicky, what about you and your mirrors? What are you thinking?
Oh, just like he said, I want to be able to see the most out of what's behind me.
Mhm.
I mean, I get lazy about when I'm on the road, obviously, but not too much. But when I'm on the racetrack, just certainly for sure, you want to see as much as you can, not your helmet in the rear view mirror, and the side mirrors, just not your car, but everything else.
Right. You're saying you don't want to have the side mirrors looking where you see a bunch of the side of your car. You'd rather have them
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
That makes sense.
I don't want to see the side of my car. I know what my side of my car looks like.
It's very pretty. It's very nice.
I painted it. I know what it looks like.
It's got a
That's
good
right.
theme. It's good.
Yep.
Do you guys have a preference on your mirrors? Do you want them to be flat mirrors? Do you want to be convex mirrors? Do you want to be the wink style mirrors? What do you guys want?
Convex.
I don't care. Something better than stock, whatever you give me, I'll adapt to and get used to. I think if I had my ultimate preference, I like the convex a little bit better than the wink, but my eyes will eventually assimilate whatever's in front of them. You know what I mean?
Because he's only going forward. Nobody's passing him.
Everything
It may not
behind
be
me has
a-
already been dealt with.
That's right. But I mean, even if you have the mirror setup that's not ideal, then you kind of just get used to it and deal with it. But for me, if I end up with a mirror setup that's not ideal, where if I'm in somebody else's car and you sort of got what you got, by the time you jump in the middle of a day, you may not have time to get your mirrors adjusted or whatever. It's just in the middle of a day of endurance racing. So there are times where the mirror setup kind of stinks, and what ends up happening is I have to kind of hedge my bets when I'm making passes, give people extra rooms. I'm following through, trying to finish a pass, maybe on the way out of a corner or something like that. I might be giving them more room than I needed to, just because I can't really exactly tell where they are. So they're kind of getting lost in what should be a better mirror setup. So, I think you can end up, at least for me, I'll definitely back it down a little bit and be less aggressive, especially on trying to finish a pass. If I'm trying to figure out where somebody is once I've gotten by them, I'll give them a little bit extra room. Sometimes that results like a car may think like, oh, he's giving me a chance to race back in here, which sometimes can be fraught. But I'm just giving folks more room all around if I don't have a good mirror setup, which definitely just gives up time. You know what I mean? You're not getting back online as quickly as you possibly could. So that's kind of one of the pitfalls for me. If I don't have a great mirror setup, is I'm not going to push the cars as hard as I could in traffic, because I'm not 100% aware of where exactly somebody is.
Yep. Miss Vicky, you want to give our super secret, double secret mirror positioning tip of the day?
Yeah, we kind of offset it to where it kind of sits a little bit more on the passenger side.
Oh yeah, right.
And it gives you way more visual because it eliminates you.
Right. I got you. Takes your big old dome out of the picture, huh?
That's right.
Especially when you look like a supersized cotton Q-tip like I do.
There's a lot of it when he's in the car.
Sorry, Darth helmet is in the race.
Darth helmet, yeah, that's right. Darth. Oh, I'm gonna write that on your helmet.
Thanks, appreciate that. All right, well, hopefully we'll do another Dominate with Dustin, and she'll forget about that idea. Well, we'll see.
I'm gonna write it on your helmet if she doesn't.
That's right.
Stop. Mirrors, try to see as little of your car as you can and as much of the real estate as you can, because as in everywhere else, the more you know, the better you are.
Right.
Exactly. Wow, that was almost eloquent. Whose podcast is this?
What did I stumble into here? Crazy.
I tell you, something's going on. All right. Very well. Very well. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you.